should be the last segment of class. I'm going to show you some videos to affect how African people feel about American blacks or African Americans or just blacks. We got to understand the frustration. Then I'm going to show you some clips that you're not going to like to see. Why so much frustration? Remember, you're dealing with religion, politics, you're dealing with sex, you're dealing with money. All these things is part of the frustration. But we're slowly coming out of it. And the beauty of this is that the fact that we begin to recognize African culture when we make the step in trying to find out who we are and begin to understand who we are, what part of Africa we are from, and begin to accept and acknowledge this frequency that's coming from the universe, the natural order of things that's coming in. Now understand the faculty. When I say the natural way of life, we can't pretend that Africans didn't have problems in ancient times. Of course. History shows us wars. Wars from what? Resources. Wars. Because there was slavery. Before anybody was colonized, before any European came over to Africa and conquered, before the Greeks, before the Romans came and started to conquer parts of Africa and then trying to make it their own. You have wars. These evidence are in papyrus, which is a plant. They use it to transform it into, that's how they made paper. The evidence is also on the walls. They're on stone tablets, on stone, which is called hieroglyphics. They're on stone tablets in Samaria. They're on stone tablets, Babylonians, in different parts of the world, in caves. Look these things up. Stop being brainwashed. Understand that. The frustration is there. I'm going to show you a video. Before I get into African video, I want to show you a video how frustrating religion can be. I'm going to show you a video how black people, some black people, believe in a concept that don't belong to them. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you the video where it says you're going to see Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and the white Jesus. And then watch how many of the people would they choose. I'll be right back. Frustration. Where's our people coming from? Now, I'm going to show you this video. And please, I don't want anyone of you to be disturbed with what you're going to see. I know it's going to be frustrating. This clip comes from Sinetta TV 102. So it's not my clip, but it's the clip from his program in Harlem that shows clearly how a lot of our people are still frustrated and do not know who they are, even in the religious perspective. And what's even more horrifying, some of them don't even know who's Malcolm X. Some of them don't even know who's Marcus Garvey. That people who died what they truly believe in. Let's get to the clip.
What if I was to tell you right now that Jesus really don't exist?
What the fuck? Yo, what the hell you
I just want you to calm down and talk to me.
What is you talking about, man? What the fuck you mean Jesus don't exist? What's wrong with you? What the?
Listen, that was a trick by the white man.
What the fuck, man? Did I tell you something wrong with you, man?
Why?
Because Jesus always exists. How the hell you think all these people got over here, man?
And you think Jesus has something to do with that?
He made man, he made lady.
So what did Jesus do for you?
He did nothing for me. He kept me living right here, man. What the hell you talking about Jesus don't exist, man? What the hell you think you at? Why you think you here? Huh? Man, what's wrong with you, man?
Well, I'm saying you've been praising Jesus all your life.
That's right. What
if I was to tell you that bastard never really existed?
Watch your fucking mouth right here, man. Watch your motherfucking mouth. What the fuck you talking about Jesus like that? Man, who the fuck is you? Now you fucking up now, man. Man.
Peace and Black Power family, welcome to another Song Letter TV House of Consciousness production. Check out the survey. We're gonna see, because a lot of people always say, how come y'all still talking about religion? Well, I'm gonna show you why we still talking about religion. Because we went through 400 to 500 years of psychological damage, all right? Check this out, family.
Song Letter TV. If it was ever a good time that I could just rule the streets and never hold a beef, if there was ever a bad time, long as we just stick together, we would set a better tone on the streets. I know the TV's right on time. Ain't no masquerades and no network games to play. It'd be the new pastime. If it was ever a good time that we could just live in peace and didn't kill our peeps. Ain't no more walking around blind. Ain't no stopping, it's the consciousness, the dropping, helping people to see. If we could live in the sunshine without being a slave, free from all stress and hate, would that be the last time? Song Letter TV.
Yes, family, as I was saying, you know, a lot of people always talk that bull crap. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know, just because you are at a certain point in your life, you are at a different level in your life, that don't mean everybody's going to be on the same page. When you say we need to stop talking about religion, when you finish watching this, you tell me if we need to stop talking about religion. We got to keep religion on the table because our people is trapped inside of religion. Not only religion, but the goddamn white man religion. They would choose the white man over their own mother.
You a Jesus man?
I believe in God, yes. I believe in God and Jesus, yes.
Was he a white man or a black man?
I believe he's white.
Come on over here. You see Marcus Garvey, Jesus Christ, and Malcolm X. Which one of these men means more to you in your life?
Jesus Christ.
Why Jesus Christ?
Because he's everything.
How?
He's everything. He's all. He created me. He loves me.
If you was to choose between Marcus Garvey, Jesus Christ, and Malcolm X, which man means more to you today in your life?
I'd probably say Jesus.
Point to it.
I'd probably say Jesus because...
Point to the man that means a lot to you.
I'd probably say Jesus.
What about you, sir?
Who is this again?
Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey.
I would say Jesus. Jesus. I would say Jesus. Jesus.
This one here.
Yeah, in the middle.
How about you?
Jesus.
Which one of these men mean more to you in your life today? Jesus Christ, Marcus Garvey, or Malcolm X?
Jesus Christ.
Which one?
Jesus Christ.
Which one? If I was to tell you that there's really no Jesus on the planet, what would go through your mind?
That you don't know the truth.
So do you suppose Jesus was a white man, though? Keep it real.
If he lived in Israel, it must be white, yes.
Right here, Marcus Garvey, Jesus Christ, and Malcolm X. Which one of these are more influential in your life today, brother? And why?
You know, honestly, I think that for each of their time periods, they all represented a sense of change, right? So I don't know if one is more relevant. I think that I think the idea is that each of them looked at what the social norm was and went against it. So regardless of what each of them looked like and what each of them stood for, I think at the end of the day, each of them said that what's going on in their current time isn't right, and let's do some things to change it, whether it was government, the Pharisees, or the way we're being treated.
Now, if you had the choice to choose one, like I asked you, which one is more influential in your life? Just one. You have to choose one.
But I got you. So with that though, sometimes you got to take the answer that was given. So my answer is that for me, all of these.
No, you didn't ask the question. You got to answer the question.
I'm not. Wait, hold on. So.
You did like a matrix. Woo! You skipped around the question.
Right. You asked me. Hold on. So who's more important to you, your mother or your father?
That's not the question.
No, it is. It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. Because none of them.
But you can have an answer.
The mother and the father.
Okay, so.
I chose all three. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, you tap dancing, brother. Which one of these men are more influential in your life today?
Oh, you know that middle one, Jesus.
Oh, so you saying you going with Jesus over Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X?
Yes.
Which one of them is most influential in your life? If you had a chance to choose one.
Two?
No, you got to take one.
It got to be Jesus. It got to be Jesus because he made those two. But I got to say Malcolm X
So
because that man made
with the one in the middle that's more influential in your life.
Of course.
I must say Jesus Christ.
Oh, so you going with Jesus too? All right.
Yeah.
Gods and goddesses, brothers and sisters, that video comes from Sinetta. It's not my video, but I'm using this clip for the inspiration. Okay? And, understand the sickening about people. Now, these people is going to point to this white man, Jesus Christ, which is not, the man is not, name is Jesus Christ. The man's name is Caesar Borgia. That portrait was done by Leonardo da Vinci. Look it up and you will find it. This is why I tell you to get your pencils and papers. Okay? That portrait was done by Leonardo da Vinci, who did these portraits of Caesar Borgia. Their family was from Spain. Their father became a pope in the 1500s. Check that out. So, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, you see the frustration. That video was 3 years ago. The video I showed you was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, how all these people, even you had an African person said Jesus. The African didn't even know who was Marcus Garvey. The majority of the people said, who are these people? Who are these people? But they can identify a picture that you can get 30 pictures. As you see in the beginning of the video, there were 4 different pictures of so-called white Jesus. And people walking up and down Harlem, majority of them don't go to church. Trust me. Because you got people right here where I live at, they don't go, but they'll know who Jesus is. They'll know who Jesus is. Frustration. Did you see the beginning how the man with the glasses talking about don't disrespect Jesus? Like he know who Jesus is. He's about to unravel his mind on a false deity. This is how deep this is. Brainwash. Frustration. Brainwash. Frustration. You see what I'm being meaning about the compound of all these different dynamics? Understanding. We had great people who did great things and made decisions in which they did and they accomplished these things. And we didn't walk their shoes. It's frustrating talking to people. You see the video yourself. Let's get back onto some clips again. More on that channel. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. How religion is part of one of the biggest corruptions, diversions, and just tore a plasmic bubble into our people. You can't even talk to them. They'll lose their mind. The frustration is deep. SHU AMUN RA. Let's get into the video. Woo!
This experiment the brother Sarnetta is doing out here with these 3 pictures, I'm encouraging the family in all different regions, Atlanta, the South especially. Let's take a pulse of our people. Let's not just be the only ones doing this on 125th Street in Harlem, New York. We need to see where we at as a people. We need to take a consensus. We need to take the pulse of our people to know what regions and what areas need the most help based off of the answers. So if you in California, I'm calling you out, Blue Pill, brother AA. You know, my brothers is out there. My brothers in the A-Town, my brothers in the Louis, my brothers in Texas, out there in Houston and Dallas and whatnot, Fort Worth. We need y'all to do, you know, especially brothers and sisters is watching the House of Consciousness. Let's take this test and let's bring it to our neighborhoods. Let's go into barbershops and to the streets and ask these questions. But we're going to ask this sister right here, out of these 3 beings, out of these 3 persons right here, these 3, you know, great men, which one of them is more important to you in your life right now?
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, you want to explain
well,
briefly why?
My grandfather was a Black Panther, and he talks about him a lot. So, yeah.
Your grandfather's a great man.
Yeah.
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah.
So we spoke about how he affected our lives in real, like in this reality, as opposed to... Yes. That's her friend. That's your friend. Hello, Miss Hollywood. I'm just thinking that's a name change, so I'm thinking your name is Hollywood. How you doing?
Hi.
Out of these 3 men, which one has the most significance to you in your personal life right now?
I believe God has a lot to do in my personal life.
Okay.
Because I come from a Christian family, anyways. So I think that. Because I was raised in that environment, growing up in that environment kind of makes me think about, you know, having God in everything that I do. I just believe that it kind of helps me with my decisions and things.
Indeed. I want to point out 2 things, or 3 things rather. It's interesting because we got the perspective of 2 young ladies who are friends. She spoke about her upbringing in her household, and you did as well. In her household, her grandfather speaks about Malcolm X. Your household leans more towards the Christian aspect of doing things. And we pointed to Jesus Christ and you said God. That's your babies? Hi, how you doing? Hello? Hey, beautiful. We have a question. Huh? Oh, what's up, you little man? Give me 5. My man. Yeah. There you go. We're asking the family a question. These 3 great men, who we all know historically, Malcolm X, Jesus Christ, and Marcus Garvey. Who would you say has the most significance in your life right now in these days, out of the 3 men?
Jesus Christ.
Do you care to explain why?
I'm a Christian, and I believe that the Lord is my Savior, so... That's why. He died for my sins and my children's sins and everyone's sins.
Out of these 3 men right here, Marcus, Hosea Garvey, Jesus Christ, right? And Malcolm X, El Malik Shabazz. Which one of those 3 men have the most significance in your personal life to date?
That is very hard. No, it is hard because all 3 of them are influential. Yeah.
So what would you say? We're saying in your We're saying now, right now in your personal life, in your circle, because we all are on different journeys. So which one is the more significant to you right now?
Sorry. Wow. I'm being honest, it's hard to really say that. No, it's really hard to really...
It took me a long time too.
Yeah, it's hard to make a... I don't know, it's really hard to say. I can't really say which one is more influential. I think all three of them actually are influential to many people, you know, but they're on different levels though.
Let's get the athlete. Let's get the basketball
I can't get
player.
one.
Now, we see that in this clip, two different answers from a friendship from two females. One believed that Malcolm X was an infant, was very valuable in her life because her grandfather was a Black Panther. And he spoke about Malcolm X often. The other friend stated that her inspiring was Jesus because she's a Christian. But I'm going to tell you something. Small story about myself. I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness, right? And Christians. But something about me, inside me, just didn't fit correctly. I will use the religious background to help catapult me to the journey that I'm on now. But I always felt frustrated because something was not clear. There was a hole inside me that was not fulfilled. I believed in the Creator entirely. Then I started listening to different names: Jehovah, Allah, Yahweh, all different kind of names that we was calling the Creator to satisfy our own personality, to give it the Creator name. But I'm going to tell you this. Me personally, when I started seeing different pictures as a young man of Jesus, that's when I started realizing something wasn't correct. When I was younger, when they used to show different magazines and talking about the paradise, and they always seem to have one black man or maybe a black couple, and everybody else had blonde hair, blue eyes, and so forth, and they might show one Asian couple over here, but the majority of the people were white. That's when things started sticking to me. And I used to ask these questions. Why are the majority of the people white in these magazines? I knew then as a child something wasn't correct. See, you got to want to be free. Because the frustration is there. This is why some people are co-native dishonest. They're not going to leave their religion because they believe if they just move to the left or to the right and begin to study their heritage, the African heritage, then they're going to lose something, which they're not. They're going to gain an ultimate spiritual guidance in the natural way of life. You don't lose anything. You catapult yourself to freedom, free in your mind. Because you as a melanated man and woman, to have the conception to believe that Jesus Christ, this white deity, is your God. When in ancient times, the ancient European people had black gods. Through time, they begin to change their gods. Look it up. Look it up. Frustration. I'm talking to you people. You've seen different scenarios. But now I want to give you a quick video of how African people feel about American black people. I'm not going to let that escape before the segment goes off. Let's get into that right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of APT's House of Commons. I'm LD Demola. To my left is
Pascal Atuma.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of APT's House of Commons. I'm LD Demola. To my left is
Pascal Atuma, House of Commons.
Ike Ono, House of Commons.
And Yosuji, House of Commons.
House of Commons. Cheers, everyone. House of Commons.
But yo, go on the class.
Doesn't like it. Today's episode is pretty broad, but we're going to try to focus it in. Africans versus African Americans, the split. So, we're all Africans sitting here, Los Angeles, California, United States of America, and there seems to be a discrepancy between Africans and African Americans.
Well,
I know you're ready. Shit. From my experience, right? I'm gonna just touch on it and then I'll go around. But from my experience, going through high school in the United States of America in Los Angeles, California, I was the African kid, and I had more non-African American friends than I did have African American friends, and that was not by my choosing. It was just because, right? It was just because it seemed like they just did not like me. Now, I've grown up, that's changed, but that was my experience then. What do you guys think? Do you think it's real? Do you think there's a split between Africans and Americans? And Africans, also African Americans say that we think we're better than them. There's so many different things you can touch on, but I can see you are ready to say something, so I'm gonna start with you.
Well, I mean, I went to high school out here, so, well, I'll start by this. A lot of people ask me, they say, how did you get into comedy? How did you become, like, what made you want to be funny and stuff like that? Because when I was younger, I was playful, but I was still an introvert. And when I got to high school, I'm sorry, but they were all my friends. They're all my friends. I love them all. But my African-American friends, when I say they dealt with me for a good 4 years, maybe 6 of them, including junior high school and high school, all the way up until graduation, it was jokes upon jokes upon jokes. So I'll be...
Wow, because of the accent?
It had nothing to do with my accent. There was a time when I had come back from Nigeria, so I had a little bit of an accent, but just by being African, once they heard that I was African, that was it.
Interesting.
So I'll be fighting, not literally fighting, but cracking jokes on 3 or 4 people at the same time. So there'll be 3 people trying to crack jokes on me at the same time. So I'm cracking jokes on this person wanted to chime in, and another thing.
But it was so easy to target the African.
Yeah, so we know why I asked you, because you don't have an accent like an African accent.
That's not matter.
What is it about it? They just found because they knew where you were from.
Times have changed, so maybe this generation is not feeling it how maybe me and LD's generation felt it, but
I felt it.
In the early 2000s, late 90s, it was not cool at all.
Can I go next? This is my own experience.
I mean, and I don't want to just say it was just like, this is just the beginning of what I have to say. There's just so much more to say.
Yeah, one nickname that they gave you, just any nickname.
Nabuka. African booty scratcher. That was a classic one.
All right. Ashtray nightstand.
There's so much more to go.
I didn't go to high school here, so I guess I didn't face all those nicknames and name calling and stuff. Well, my experience, I came to America at a kind of an older age after college. I've gone to college in Nigeria and I came here. But my first job was working at McDonald's. Imagine me working at McDonald's after college age. All right, so my supervisors and people, I mean, it was a big culture change for me, because I had 16, 17-year-old telling me what to do. I need you to go take out that trash. So I'm like, wow, okay, good. But after a couple years, I went to college here. I got a degree in nuclear medicine, and I started working as a technologist. Guess what happened when I drove by a McDonald's? I went through a drive-through, And the guy that was taking my order was my supervisor when I came here. So when he saw me, he was like this.
You got a
You got a foreigner? What are you doing? Did you rob a bank?
Did you sell drugs?
He was still a supervisor at McDonald's. So you see how the hatred started at that time. He was like, okay, you already saying that I robbed the bank.
Okay.
Do I have to rob a bank to grab a foreigner?
Not even that. Okay. So here's my question to kind of piggyback off what you said, because you just made a statement that is broad as well. Because some African Americans' perspective is that Africans think we are better than them.
Right.
Right. You just said at McDonald's as if McDonald's is low, which in our culture it is low, right? In our culture, you don't say
in America it's low too,
but in our culture it's even lower.
Can do.
But there are some people based on their statistics and the potential that they have. That is the highest they can reach.
Right.
In America. Right?
Yeah.
So do you think
based on their educational level,
based on their education, based on their growth, that is the highest they can reach? I'm not saying all African, that's the case for most African. I'm not saying that.
All right, brothers and sisters, I'm SHU AMUN RA, and you've seen just a small clip. I wish I would have got into a little bit more, but I just wanted you to see the fact that don't think Africans don't have a negative vibe about you. Okay? Now here they from Africa, they came to America, got education, got good jobs, and they voicing their opinions because they believe that you caused them problems. That's just a small clip. I want to say this here. The frustration is real. The brainwash is real. And can we be able to talk to our people in an open forum? I'm telling you for a fact, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So I want to say this. Peace unto you all. I am SHU AMUN RA. Let's get it together.